بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم أما بعد. So here we have a small note regarding the حروف مشبهة بالفعل. So previously we discussed إن أن كأن لكن ليت أن لعل, the 6 of these. So these 6 are called حروف مشبهة بالفعل, and we discussed the rulings of each one of these individually. Now what we're going to do is we're going to discuss a ruling regarding these in more detail. Or not ruling, but we can discuss why are these called حروف مشبهة بالفعل. So حروف مشبهة بالفعل literally means those particles which are similar or which have similarities with فعل. So how do they have similarities with فعل? So because we keep on saying حروف مشبهة بالفعل, it's useful to know. It's not really going to affect any grammar, but it's useful to know why we call them حروف مشبهة بالفعل. So we're saying here ومشابهته, these حروف, yeah, ومشابهتها is probably better. ومشابهتها أي هذه حروف. So it changes to مشابهتها. So ومشابهتها بالفعل في خمسة وجوه. It's in 5 ways. The ulama have said that 5 ways it resembles a verb, and because of these 5 ways we call it حروف مشبهة بالفعل. Number 1, تضمنها معنى الفعل. They actually comprise of a verbal meaning. If we look at it, we can take a verbal meaning out of all of these particles. For example, inna and anna, you can translate it as أؤكد. You can say أؤكد قيام زيد. إن زيد قائما أي أؤكد قيام زيد. We can do this. ولكن معناها أستدرك. When you say لكن زيد ضعيف. زيد ضعيف وأستدرك شجاعته. You say لكن has that meaning. ليت ولعل has the meaning of أتمنى. So ليت الشباب يعود. We can say here أتمنى عود الشباب. ولعل معنى أرجو. وكأن أشبه. كأن زيدا أسد. أشبه زيدا بالأسد. So all of these words become the meaning of a verb. So that's the first way these حروف مشبهة بالفعل resemble the فعل. The second way is بناء أواخرها على الفتح كما يبنى الماضي على الفتح. These verbs are all مبني على الفتح. إن أن كأن ليت لعل لكن. All of these have a فتح at the end. Similarly, a فعل ماضي is also مبني على الفتح. فتح. Yes, they're all مبني على الفتح in the أصل. Third thing is اتصال الضمير المنصوب بها. The same way you have a ضمير منصوب on the verb خلقني. You can have a ضمير منصوب at the end of a verb. You can also have a ضمير منصوب at the end of these particles. Similarly, إنك, you have ضربتك, سمعتك, ضربتك, إنك. Both have a ضمير at the end. Correct? Similarly, they both have نون الوقاية at the end. خلقني إنني لكنني ليتني لعلي. لعلي is exception from there, but you can have a نون وقاية at the end. The fourth way is عملها الرفع والنصب. You have one مرفوع and one منصوب. So similarly, the حروف مشبه, the فعل has one فاعل and one مفعول به, it's not minimum. Well, not minimum, but so it similarly has that aspect as well. And the fifth is they all have 3 or more letters. Like verbs, you have مجرد, ثلاثي مجرد, then you have رباعي, and then you have مزيد في. So even these, they all have either 3 or more. 3 or 4. Nothing more than later, 3 or 4, لكن, either 3 or 4. So you have 3 or 4. They all have 3 or 4, like a verb 3 or 4. They can either be رباعي or ثلاثي. Similarly, verbs are رباعي and ثلاثي. So we say على ثلاثة أحرف ثلاثة أو أربعة. So they're either ثلاثي رباعي. So later, if you go back over this, look, inna is really inna, 3. So this has got 3. This has got 3. Lakin has got 4 because it's got double noon. So this is 4. Later is 3. لعل is 4. And كأن is also 4. So they're either ثلاثي رباعي, just like a verb. So in these ways, they resemble a verb. That's why these particles are called حروف مشبهة بالفعل. And the last point we have here is ولهذه الحروف صدر الكلام. All of these حروف have صدر الكلام, meaning they come at the beginning. فلا يتقدمها معمولها. The معمول of these particles do not come before. Yes, they always come through. However, إلا أن. However, أن, that comes in the middle. فلا تقع في الصدر أصلا. It always comes in the middle. But even the أن, it doesn't have صدر الكلام, Anna doesn't have Silatul Kalam, but you can't have the ma'mul coming before Anna. So in Anna, it doesn't come at the beginning of the sentence, but you can't have the ma'mul before it. Similarly with the other particles like this. Understood? سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.